Hello everybody and welcome to this video. I'm Inxlaura123 and in this video I'm going to be showing you some new books that I've got and that I'm very excited to read. But before I show you the new books, I just want to give a quick mention to two books that I finished reading recently. I haven't got the books now because they were from the library and they had to go back to the library, but I just wanted to give them a quick mention because they were so good. The first one was called Dear Amy and it was absolutely brilliant, and I want to say thank you to one of my viewers because they recommended that I read that book and I'm so pleased I did because it was brilliant. And the other book that I've literally just finished reading like yesterday was called Orphans of the Carnival, and that was fantastic as well. And I didn't know until the end it was actually based on like a true story, so I was like, whoa, like it really shocked me because I didn't think it was true. But yeah, it was really good, very like emotional actually. But yeah, just wanted to give a mention to those two books because they were both fantastic. And if you have any other like book recommendations for me, please comment down below, or you can contact me on social media, things like that. All the links to my social media are down below, by the way. But yeah, I love finding out about different books that you think that I would like. So anyway, okay, let me show you the new books that I have. Just gonna pop on my glasses. By the way, sorry I look really rough today. Like, it's so hot, the temperature is so hot, and I did have makeup on and it's just kind of just come off because I'm just like sweating. But anyway, so the first book I'm very excited to get is Lord of Shadows, Cassandra Clare. Yes, it's the new Mortal Instruments book. For those of you that don't know, like, Mortal Instruments series is my favourite book series of all time, and I'm just so excited to have got this. And I got this one from WH Smith's, and basically you get like this really exclusive thing where you get like a glossary of the different runes. So I'll show you there. So I don't know if they do these like in the other shops you can get the book, or it is exclusive. I mean, it says exclusive to WH Smith, so I don't know if that is true. Probably true. I don't think they'd be allowed to say it if it wasn't. Anyway, yeah, and they're at the back as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there's one here, Sleep Now. I think that one would be for me because I feel so sleepy right now. But yeah, I'm so excited to have got this. I literally got it on the day it come out, and I did get a little bit fangirl when I bought it. I think the woman in Smith's kind of looked at me like I was a bit weird, which I am a bit weird. But anyway, but I've waited a whole year for this. Look at it. I have it. When I finished reading the last Mortal Instruments book, like, I was so upset, like, I didn't want it to end, so now I've got the new one. I'm like, yay. It's a really thick book as well, so that'll take me probably, I don't know, like, sometimes I read quicker than others, so I'd say like 3 days, 4 days to read this, maybe less, I don't know, dependent on how much reading time I have. But yeah, very excited to get that. I love it, I just keep looking at it. Okay, that's that one. The next book, some of these books I actually got in charity shops. Actually, all of these. Oh, no, that one was new. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these books I'm going to show you are from charity shops, and one of them is brand new. But to be fair, they all kind of look in really good condition, so it doesn't matter. And obviously, when you buy books from charity shops, you're giving to charity, which is always a good thing. So the first one I want to show you is this one. Really cool cover. I like that cover. It's by Claire McIntosh and it's called I See You. Now, I've already got I Let You Go, which is her other big book, but I haven't read that yet. And I saw this and I thought, I'm sure I recognise the name of that author, and then I clicked in, it was because of that one. So yeah, I've got both of these books to read now. The other one's in my bedroom on my bookcase, but yeah, this is supposed to be really good. I love these kind of like thrillers, so yeah, it says it's an edge of your seat, page turning psychological thriller. This has got to be a good thing, right? So that's that one. Like, this book must have been so expensive originally because it's like a big old hardback, and I got it for like £1. Ridiculous, but great ridiculous, honestly, if you are a bookworm like me, it's worth looking around charity shops and second-hand shops for books because you can find some really fantastic books. Okay, the next one I want to show you, also from the charity shop. I paid £1 for this, and it's The Teacher. The only thing that ever put me off about getting this book, and I'll be honest with you, I'd always looked at it and thought the story looked really good. I'd read some good reviews of it as well. But the only thing that put me off was the cover. Like, I like reading thrillers, but I don't particularly like blood. I don't like gory stuff to look at. And the cover for me was a bit... like the apple with the blood was a. I still can't look at it. I'm tempted when I read this book to like put a cover over this bit, which I know sounds really bizarre, but I physically I can't look at blood. It makes me really uncomfortable. So I keep looking at it just like that. But yeah, it's supposed to be a really good book, and you know, a teacher. And the head teacher is found hanging, and they have to find out what happened and stuff like that. Probably a bit dark. I'm thinking, it says gruesome, so I'm like, smart, gripping and gruesome. I love psychological thrillers because they get in your head, they make you think, and I love that. But yeah, sometimes some of the thrillers I've read can be a bit too much, but we'll see. It was only £1, and I've got to stop looking at that cover. Next up, I'd never heard of this book, but apparently once I'd looked on Goodreads and stuff, it's had some really, really like raving reviews. It's called Paulina and Fran, and it's by Rachel B. Glazer. This one I paid like 25p for in a charity shop. It was literally outside of the shop in a little like box where they keep some of their books. And I was just drawn to the cover. I thought the cover looked pretty cool, pretty snazzy and funky. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. It says there's two girls, they're really good friends. One's kind of sharp-tongued and fearsome. The other's more kind of quiet and lovely and listless. And they kind of go through art school together, and there's dramas that happen and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not the sort of book that I would read, but then what is the sort of book I read? I read different types of books, so I don't know. I don't like to just read one type of genre. So I thought it sounded quite fun. It says it's quite funny as well. And as I say, the reviews online were really, really good about it. So I'll check it out. For 25p, if I don't like it, then I haven't really wasted much money. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I always say that. It's really irritating. Like, I do live streams on my other channel's YouTube channel. And whenever I do live streams, I always find myself saying, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's really annoying. And I'm doing it now as well. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, next one. So this one I was literally drawn to like a magnet. It's called The Key to It All by Joanna Rees. I've never read any of her books. I think I've heard of her. Like, I probably look so stupid right now. She's probably like a mega famous author or something, but I'd never heard of her. But I was just really drawn to the cover, like the people just standing there, the look of it all. And it says, your darkest secrets revealed, your deepest desires fulfilled. 5 random people receive the key. They don't realise that their lives are about to change forever. Secrecy, mystery, I don't know. It just sounds cool. It says a drama on just about every page. It's freaking ace. So that's cool. But yeah, I just thought it was something different. As I say, I was just drawn to it. Like, literally, I was like, oh, I like that. I like the look of that. It's something different. So yeah, this is the key to it all. And next up, this one. Oh my God, I can't wait to read this. Like, seriously. Terror awaited me at Borley Rectory, the most haunted house in England. The Ghost Hunters by Neil Spring. First of all, can I just say how awesome is this book cover? It just looks so cool. I've just chipped my nail. I've done all my nails today, and I've just realised I've chipped that one. Anyway, yeah, Ghost Hunters, Neil Spring. Apparently, there was a guy, like, I kind of thought I'd heard of him, but I looked it up. There was a guy, Harry Price, famous kind of ghost hunter. And yeah, in this story, he dies, and his assistant kind of goes to this Borley Rectory where he was like obsessed with, you know, hunting, and she wants to find out if there was anything there. It says at the end, I now understand the true meaning of terror. So yeah, I think this looks pretty cool. I love ghost hunting and stuff like that. By the way, favourite TV show ever, Ghost Adventures. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. So this will probably go on my list to read very soon. I've got so many books in my bookcase, right? And I always get more. But there's certain books that I put like at the top kind of shelves because they're the ones I want to read next. So that one is definitely going to go like up there because it just looks so cool. And last but by no means least, this book I got in Sainsbury's. Every time me and Nathan go shopping for food and drink, I end up at the book section, and he's always like, babe, you've already got too many books. And I still normally come out with another book because I'm a bookaholic. Is there a word like that, bookaholic? I don't know. But I'm addicted to books. I love books. And the way I see it, I might buy a lot, but I'm always going to read them eventually. Even if it takes like ages. Like, some of my books have been sitting in the bookcase like a year or so, but I know I'll get to read them eventually, right? So when you see a book and you're meant to have it, You should buy it. That's what I tell myself. So yeah, this is called Lost for Words by Stephanie Butland. This is why I bought it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, the story does look pretty cute. It does. But the cover. Oh, look at that cover. I wish that was me. Like, just sitting there. Like, just on my little, like, reading area. And just, oh, the lamp. And just everything about that cover was like... I did have a little, like, emotional moment because I love book covers. I know they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but there we go, I do. And I just wish this was like a poster. I would actually have, like, that on my wall in a poster or something because it's so cool. Just the way she's sitting in the window, reading the book. But anyway, yeah, so it's about a bookshop that keeps many secrets. I think she I don't know if she works, I've just got to read this because I'm not sure if she works there or she just goes there. Loveday Cardew prefers books to people. If you look carefully, you might glimpse the first lines of the novels she most loves tattooed on her skin. But there are some things Loveday will never show you. Yeah, she works in the bookshop. Everything will be about to change. Someone knows about her past and she can't hide it any longer. She must decide who to trust. Can she find the courage to right a heartbreaking wrong? And will she ever find the words to tell her own story? It says here, burns fiercely with love and hurt. A quirky, rare and beautiful novel. So this is like so my cup of tea. I love books like this, honestly. I love books about books. I think a lot of, well, I don't know about all of bookworms out there, but I think a lot of bookworms do enjoy books about books. I think it's quite a common thing. I've heard on other like booktube videos, they do kind of say, oh, I love books about books. Maybe maybe that's just me and I'm imagining that whole thing, but I love reading about books. Like, I've read a lot of books about bookshops and things like that. I think one of the last ones I read about a bookshop was I can't remember the author. There's an author that I've read before. I think it was Veronica Henry, because I like her books. And it was like Loving a Bookshop or something. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Actually, I should see if Veronica Henry has a new book coming out. She's a really good author. I love her books. But anyway, yeah, so they are the new books I have. As I say, most excited to read is this one, which I started yesterday. And so far, so good. Like, just literally, as soon as I get back into the Mortal Instruments world, I feel, and this sounds really sad, but I feel like I'm with friends again. I feel like I'm with family, because I've read so many Mortal Instruments books. Like, I've literally read every single one, plus the extras and things like that. So I feel like I'm in the world of the Shadow Hunters, and I just switch off from like everything, like any stress, any worries that I've got. I'll just literally read a Mortal Instruments book, and I'm just there with all the Shadow Hunters, and I feel like they're like familiar faces. Like, I'm not going to give any clues away, but let's just say in the first like few pages, one of my favourite characters out the whole series returns, and I was just like, oh, he's back, and it really excited me. But anyway, I'm not sure what happens in this one, if like the older characters are coming back. I know obviously the one I just mentioned is, but I don't know if like they bring in like Magnus Bane back in this one and stuff like that. I don't know, but I'm so excited to find out, man. Seriously, I love this. I'm gonna actually kiss this. I'm so excited to have got this. Anyway. Weird is good. Remember, weird is good. So yeah, they are the new books that I have, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, as I say, if you've got any like book recommendations for me, please comment down below or let me know on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the links down below. Come and check me out on social media. I do love a bit of social media, have to say, even though sometimes it can be quite stressful. Social media is good for some things and bad for another. Like, you can make loads of friends on social media, which is like, yay, but you can also make like loads of enemies as well. Boo. And I find with social media, if you don't agree with like the main thing that people agree with, they just like go on you. They're like a pack of wolves, you know. If you say anything different to what anyone else thinks, then I should do a vlog about this actually. I have got this like anger in me at the moment about certain things and certain people on social media and how they deal with social media and how it affects me and others and things they say. But as I say, this is just for books, this video. But yeah, I would definitely, I think, be doing a video vlog on how I feel about things that I just talked about, because it's just, you know, I go on social media and percentage of it is fun, and I interact with my viewers and stuff like that, and fellow YouTubers, and it's fantastic, you know. And, you know, I look up celebrities of the TV shows I watch, and authors and stuff like that, music artists. But yeah, there's the other side of it, which, as I say, if you don't agree with someone's view, instead of like everyone having this mentality of we should just respect each other and respect our views, and, you know, if you don't think that, you know, you should just be like, okay, it's not what I think, it's not what I feel, but I respect you. Let's just still be friends. I think there's a lot of people out there at the moment on social media who are just like, right, if you don't agree with me, I'm going to call you this, and I'm going to think you're that. I'm going to block you. I'm like, what? Which is quite the opposite of what they're after, because they do want, you know, free speech, and you know, we should all be able to speak our minds. But yet when you do, and it's something they don't agree with, they're like, rah! So that kind of annoys me. And that's probably what I'll do a vlog about, actually, and tell you more about. I'm kind of already going into it now. I might as well just tell you now. But should I just tell you now? I could do like the book mixed with a bit of a vlog. It was only quickly, like, this girl on Facebook, she basically, because it's the election coming up in the UK soon, and she did a vlog, sorry, I'm thinking of my videos. She did a status on Facebook, and she basically said, if you're not voting for Labour, you are a cunt. I'm not going to spell it out because it's like a proper bad word. And I was just like really offended by that. She's like, literally, if you do not vote for anyone but like basically, if you don't vote Labour, if you vote Conservative, Green Party, Lib Dems, or any of the others, you are a cunt. And I just thought it was really disrespectful and really rude, and just very mature as well. Like, I'm not going to go into politics or anything, but I just think it's wrong that, you know, if you vote this, you're that. If you're voting this, you're this. You know, like, I agree with some policies and of a certain party, and I don't agree with other policies they have. And the same thing with a lot of the parties out there. A lot of the politicians from different political parties, I agree with stuff they say, you know. Even though they're not who I support, I can watch them on TV and listen to them and think, yeah, you know, you're a nice person, I respect you, and sometimes agree with them. But I would never say to anyone, if you don't vote, you know, for what I want, then you are a... It's just rude. It's really... So I wrote it to her, right? I was like, look, I think it's really terrible that you're saying things like that. By the way, I like someone else. Are you going to delete me then? Because she said she was like going to delete everyone who didn't agree with her and that they were a cunt. And she's like, oh, no, I'll keep you. I love you. You're lovely. So it's so ironic. Like, I'm going to get rid of all you people because you're not voting Labour, but I'll keep you because you're nice. How do you know the other people ain't nice? How do you know the other people, just because they're different opinionated views than you, aren't nice as well? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that's my little rant for the day. You've heard me rant. You've seen my new books. All in all, a good video, right? I'm really sorry I look terrible. I I just feel all bloated, like fat-faced, and my skin looks terrible. Oh, my hair looks a mess. But I do have my Pokemon t-shirt on. It's no bad. Hey, Pikachu! Pikachu! Okay, right, thanks for watching, everyone. Please click like and please subscribe to my channel. You know you want to. And don't forget, as I say, social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. But if you do add me on Facebook, don't delete me just because I don't vote for the party that you like.